I'm going to document this real quick. This is I'm working on the hearth and getting ready, and we're going to pour the hearth next, which you see here. We're edge banding it with this steel, which I think I already talked about the other day. But this is the crawl space, which is very cool, very dry, very clean cellar type thing under the living room. And I've always had this idea that if we started home brewing again, doing beer, or we've got a lot of berries and rhubarb and stuff. I want to do sodas and ginger ales and stuff. That I could have, I could either have casks down here. We also have power and everything, so and a kegerator, any kind of like keg freezer would fit down here very easily. And so the fantasy is to have, you know, well-stocked brews under the floor. And so I'm running this PVC pipe without really knowing everything about what to do and what I need. But I got the sort of biggest one I felt like I could fit within the cast, within the pour, so that I can eventually run a at least one line for a tap, and maybe cooling lines even. I think they'll all fit in there. They're pretty small diameter pipes you run, or flexible tubing you run from these small kegs up to a tap. So I have to, I've got this sort of almost in, and I've got to decide where I'm going to turn it up, so I can kind of guess where. I don't think I need to know exactly where a tap is going to be, but at least I'll know where it comes up out of the floor into where a cabinet's going to be. So we either put we've been always thinking that this would be our bar area, since maybe the tap faces this way. I think we're going to have our stove here. So I don't want heat necessarily. I don't want to heat this stuff up. I don't know. So I'm going to figure that out here in the next 30 minutes. Cut this pipe, and then keep going with getting ready to pour this slab, which is very exciting. But I wanted to show what this looks like now, because we will never see it again.